Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Let's Play of Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. I'm the Ninja Stalker. Now, I left off without showing the collection from the last gameplay. So let's go ahead and show. I already went ahead and purchased some things. I probably should have saved up on that, but let's see. What we ended up... excuse me. Picking wild things, yeah. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Movies. Sound. All things BGM. Extras. We don't have those. Costumes. I went and purchased this one, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did. The reason why I shouldn't have is because these are all things from the first game. Most of the stuff from the first game I didn't really like. I did get these with the first game. When I had the first game, I went and got these, but the ones I really really wanted from the first game were these two. So there's this. You have Carl on the left, which is a Kevin type, and Dustin on the right, which is a Kevin type. The difference between the two, they both work for UBCS. Let's see. How do I get them to rotate? Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted. Is there like... No, it doesn't show the back. But they're UBCS individuals, which is Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service or something like that. They are more like the mercenaries for hire when compared to these guys, which is the USS, which is Umbrella Security Service. And they're the more highly paid, highly trained individuals. Hunk is a member of this team. He's a special character you can get at the end of Resident Evil 2. This character right here particularly is called Luke, and he's also a Kevin type. I like picking the one on the left. Then they both have different stats, even though they're for the same character, and even though like the only difference really between them is one's got rolled up sleeves, the other one's got long sleeves. The character on the character on the left there, who is Carl, he has a box of handgun bullets that comes in his inventory. So like Kevin starts off with a 45 ACP clip, right? So 7 rounds of the 45 ACP. Replace that with, I think, 10 to 20 rounds of handgun bullets, 9mm handgun bullets. I believe he has more health points than Kevin normally does. He doesn't run as fast as Kevin. I think Kevin runs at 105. Carl there runs at 100, I think. And I think his virus gauge might be a little worse, if not the same as Kevin. It might be a tad bit better. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Again, I need the paperwork, and I didn't bother checking it. But there's that. The character on the right is Dustin. I think he has increased health more than Carl. Could be suggested that because his sleeves are rolled down, he's a little bit more protected. He doesn't run as fast as Carl, and I think his virus gauge is better than Carl. The item he starts off with is a first aid spray. Could come in very handy on harder difficulties, but on easy and normal difficulties, it's not as handy because you don't have to worry about getting hurt or damaged as much. You still do get marked off on points when it comes to using health items, especially first aid sprays. For Luke here, what does Luke have? Luke does not run very fast. I mean, he's not slow, but he doesn't run very fast. I think he runs at 100 or 95. And I think he's the slowest of the Kevin characters you can play as. I think. He has increased health. And his virus gauge is about the same, I think. But his starting item, I want to say, his starting item is it a first aid spray as well? Or is it like handgun bullets? Or is it like an herb? I can't remember. whatever the case is, I like playing as Carl a lot. And I do like playing as Luke sometimes. But the thing that I don't like about this costume is the goggles. I absolutely hate a goggle system that has 2 separate lenses for each eye. That to me is one of the dumbest design ever. It's a flaw because you don't have great peripherals. You can't see what the normal eye set does because you're being blocked in the middle. I like this one because it's one full goggle set. Plus he's wearing a Bakalva, which is cool. Here, you're not wearing a Bakalva, you're wearing a gas mask, which is cool to me too. I mean, who doesn't want to sound like Darth Vader when you're breathing? I remember I was doing that a lot at basic training when I had to wear a goggle system. It was funny as shit. But at basic training, our goggles were a single set instead of the 2 for the eyes. And he's wearing a helmet, which is pretty cool. I would have hoped or imagined that this guy would have taken less damage against the zombies. Because, I mean, it would have been cool if in Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 they got more in-depth with the design of the features of the costumes that you wear. So for this guy, he's armored up. You got armor for your shoulder pads. You got a chest pad. So I would expect you have more armor. You take less damage. You have increased health. You have a helmet on. Nobody's going to bite your head off or do anything like that. It would have been cool to have something like that. This guy, he's not going to be as armored up. I mean, yeah, you got some knee pads and all that, but you would probably have more of availability for utility purposes and maybe increased virus gauge because you do have a Bakalva on and a goggle system on, and depending if you have the long sleeves or not, how much armored up you are. But, you know, clothing is clothing. It is what it is. So we're going to be playing as these characters quite a bit. So, yeah. I really wish there was a way to make this a single IP set for the goggles instead of just the 2-piece that's right there. But anyways, okay, so we'll go back. Yes, please. Let's go ahead and start.
Outbreak.
New game, please.
2.
Now let me check my phone because that went off. Probably gonna get a joke out of that. Anyways, so we went to Wild Things. I'm done for that. I'm done with that for now. Right now, what we're gonna be doing is playing through all the levels first, just all the way through, and it's gonna be all on normal difficulty. That way, we can unlock. Let's see what's after normal. hard difficulty, then after hard is very hard, then after that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that there's a if you should beat that there's a a nightmare mode or something like that. I can't remember. I might be confusing that with Left 4 Dead 1 or 2. That once you beat the entire game, you can put it like on the hardest difficulty setting, and then there's also a nightmare mode and a realism mode or something like that. And I thought this game had something similar. Anyways, the next mission, let's see, do we want to work in Underbelly? Let me see. Do we want to do flashback? Oh, man, shoot. Crap, I don't know. Underbelly sucks. Because I hate going against those damn fleas. And that's the other thing. In this level, why are there fleas? Why is it fleas? Why are we up against fleas in a subway? I could understand if there's cockroaches or even rats or something, you know? Those I saw a lot in New York when I was living there as a kid, you know, in a subway, you know? But fleas? Fleas in a subway? That doesn't make sense. Never really understood that. But I suppose maybe they were trying to move away from the cockroaches that, what the shit happened here? There we go. For some reason, my screen sort of backed out. Move away from the cockroaches that they had in the first game. Oh, but wait, but there's cockroaches in this one. Should you do a certain thing in this level? And this level, oh god, you're up against plants and planted zombies. Or zombies that have plants on them, and then there's that guy that chases you around with the axe. Man. And then Desperate Times, it's the better of the levels if you ask me. But man, on harder difficulties, does that gas in this level screw you over. And there's not very many gas canisters too. You have to be moving. You have got to know where you're going and you've got to be moving. The probability of me surviving this level, even though I like it, is kind of slim to none. And I say that because I've not played this game in a while. I surprisingly beat Wild Things. Surprisingly, I beat Wild Things. My chances of beating this one is low too. Beating this one is extremely low. And beating this one's about low to average. But man, and then the other level that you can unlock, oh god, that's a difficult one too. That is a difficult one. Fuck, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see. This one we get some good weapons. Flashback, we get, if we make it far enough, we get the axe, but that's a melee weapon. This one we get weapons too, but it takes a while to get to those. Oh look, it did it again. Why did it do that? I mean, it's let me see. What if I move this? You guys can't see it, but, well, maybe you guys can see it. I don't know if you can, but there we go. We'll do that. We'll see what happens now. Let's back this up a bit, and there we go. All right. Do we want to try Desperate Times, or do we want to go in order? You know what? We'll go in order. We'll just go in order. We'll go from Wild Things to Underbelly to Flashback to Desperate Times. There we go. So, here we are. In the station, we caught our breath, but it wasn't long before we could feel them watching. All we could do then was await the inevitable. Now, this level is partial or particular to, what's his name? Jim Chapman. This level is to Alyssa. This level's obviously to Kevin Ryman. And then the last level is to David. Okay, so, and then this one was to Cindy. I think they did it like that because in the first game, the first level, which was Jay's bar, this one right here, was to Mark. The second level, what was the second level in the first game? I know there was a university, and that one's obviously to George. There was an apartment complex that was on fire. Who was that level to? Crap, I don't remember who that level was to. Damn, I can't remember all the levels in the first game. It's not been that memorable. Anyways, let's go to Underbelly. So you go here, you can get your NPCs, which we will. We'll go to the ones that you can select. George had 2 sets of characters you can pick as. It was Dorian and Arthur. They are RPD cops. But yeah, we are, and then Aaron's for Mark. It's a big guy or whatever. Let's see. Do we want to play as Luke? Do we want to play as? Oh, we don't want Raymond. I don't want Raymond. Carl or Dustin? I play as Carl a lot. I really do play as Carl a lot, and I know what he starts with. But I want to know. You know what? We'll pick Luke. If he has an item that I don't like, we'll bounce back to Carl. If Luke's okay with the item that I have, I'll stay with him, I guess. I think it's a first aid spray, and then I also think Dustin has a first aid, or no. Let me see. Does Dustin have the ammo, and Carl have the? What does Carl have? Dustin might have been the one with the ammunition, and Carl might have been the one with the first aid spray. Ooh, I kind of forgot what items they start with. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, I think Dustin might have been the one with the ammo, which... Who's Carl? Was Carl just an herb? Damn, I can't believe I don't remember. I always play as Carl, too. And Luke, I swear, I think Luke's the one with the first aid spray. Let's see, who do we want as our partners? Who partners up with Kevin pretty well? Who are the people that go with Kevin? I don't think it's Mark. I don't think it's Jim. I think George is one of the ones that tolerates him. Who else tolerates him? Alyssa doesn't really tolerate being with certain people, to be honest. Is it David that was okay with him? Or is it Yoko? Or is it Sid? Go with Yoko, I guess. Okay. And let's go on normal difficulty. Let's see what happens. These guys reaching for us. I don't know about you, but running by those zombies, and that's the best that they can do is just try reaching at you. They're not like chasing you down or whatever. I think running by, I probably would have punched them. I would have like and then come down and then go down this this area right here. Yep, first stage spray. And there's our 45. It says Kevin's favorite handgun. We can assume that it should be Luke's favorite handgun, or we can assume that maybe he picked up Kevin's favorite handgun. It could just be saying that maybe that's not his particular handgun, but we happen to have picked it up. We want to quit. Does that affect our stats? Would it matter? Would it matter? The game will be like, yeah, go ahead. Because I want to see what the items are. You died. Yeah, well, shit happens. No, don't save. We don't want that crap. We're just checking stuff.
Outbreak. File 2.
Alright. Vulnerability. Go hither. Go to Carl.
Outbreak.
Then go to
Hi.
George. And
Okay.
Yoko again. Normal. What was Carl's starting names? Carl. So there he is. Oh, it's a first aid spray. Okay, so then that meant Dustin does have the, I think it's the 20 rounds. That's what I think it is. It's 20 rounds of the handgun ammunition, which is, you know, that's a pretty good incentive to pick Dustin, but I just don't like the bland look of Dustin's uniform. It's just long sleeve. When you compare it to this one, which gives a little more. There's some other color to see other than that all bland green. Okay, here we are. I'll take that since we're good with handguns, anyways. We will stay with Carl here since he's faster than Luke. We'll go ahead and do that. Luke is one of my favorite characters, but I also like picking Carl a lot too for some reason. I think the reason why is because I see Luke part of the USS, which is more of a group that holds obedience and loyalty to Umbrella, and Umbrella is pretty much the cause group problem of all of this. Small notebook, control drawer. Okay, so we got that, and that missing. Oh, I see. So L is M, X2, B, R, Q. Whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. How do you read this again? What the hell is this? G, I, A, B, R, Q, and something's missing. G, R, A, B, R, Q, G, I, A. Wait, something else. G, I, A, B, R, Q. Okay, so that's 9. We got a 9. And then there's a CKL DT. CKL DT. Wait, that's a 9, so wait a minute, what the fuck? Oh no, that's a 4. Okay, so that's 9, 4, EFVUMN. EFVUMN. That's a... Oh, that's a 3. So that's 943 Pogue HXW. Pogue HXW. POG. What the fuck is that? POG HXW. POG HXW. know what that last one is. I'm completely missing this. POGHX2. Oh my god, I can't figure out what this is. I mean, I'm trying to draw it out in my head too. Like, what the hell is this? I said this was a 9, and this was a 4, and then this was a 3. GIABRQ, Maybe it's another 9 or something? GIABRQ. And then we said that CKLDT, that's a 4. And then the next one was an EFVUMN. EFVU. And that's a 3. And then it said this one was a POGHXW. So POGHXW. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong. So yeah, that's a 9. And then since this one doesn't have a break in it, that means that is the same thing. Yeah. So it's 9439. I think that's what it is. I hope that's what I'm saying. It's just weird because I wasn't connecting. I wasn't registering why there was blank spaces there, and that's obviously what the blanks are. Was there anything to pick up here? Should have been like a special item. What is this? A folding knife? I don't need that. And I don't think there's anything up here.
Come on!
I don't really like the voice that they gave this guy. I've mentioned that before in the other Let's Plays. I'm gonna mention it again. I just don't like it. It's stupid. I could have sworn that there was a special item you can pick up here. There's supposed to be something. Like right at the trash area or something. I don't know. There should have been something. Hey! There it is. Ticket book. I don't think that's particular to our character, but it's something to pick up and it'll give us some points, I believe. 9439. That sounds about right, but I really don't remember. We have another item. Go ahead and pick that up and mix them. I don't usually like mixing herbs, but it's fine. Okay. Well, she's got a healing item now, so good for her. Alright, so let's see. Is it the women's bathroom that some creature kills somebody? Let's see. Stick. She picked up that. Let me ask.
Yes?
Oh dear God, why did I do that? Why did I? I didn't mean for that. I should have asked for it, not tell her to use it. The way I figure it though for our character, he's more inclined that I believe that he would hold no loyalty to Umbrella. He's just, like I said, I see the UBCS guys more as mercenaries for hire. So So they, to me, would be the individuals who would help people if need be, especially if things are looking grim. What did you pick up? Okay. So I'll take this, I suppose. A dead rail worker. I mean, it's a pretty outlandish thought, but I mean, the USS guy would still hold allegiance to Umbrella. These guys, they're just like mercenaries. They're like, great, we're not getting paid for this. We might as well help people get the hell out of here and help ourselves to get out of here. And that's the way I view it. That's why I like picking these guys. Okay, so we need a key. Let's go ahead and head on down. Platform. A platform. I think I see a blue herb over there. We can go ahead and mix. And around. It's dark. Going here, there might be some items. Might be. If I'm easy, I'm not sure. What is this? A key, I believe. Yeah, it's a key. All right. What do we want to trade for the key? What do we want to trade for the key? Well, let's go ahead and trade for that. Now, it keeps the key there just in case, because it's very mandatory that you have that key. Oh, don't leave. Don't do that. We have a bottle. Ammo. George picked up the M4 machine gun. It's not really a machine gun, but it is a... Oh, there's a... Shotgun rounds. I don't need it. Okay, so we'll use this key and open it, but it's just in case that you happen to die early in the game and nobody can get the key. It's just a quick way to get the key right there. Cut across. Yeah, there is a shotgun right there. Yeah, there it is. Here you go, Yoko.
Hey, thank you very much.
Gotcha.
So somehow it was aiming at his head, even though it was clearly aiming at like his legs. Yoko could probably benefit from picking those shotgun rounds up, to be honest. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna double back and we'll deal with this guy. How about that? We're gonna double back, get into the train, and get those shotgun rounds and make sure she has them. Alright, where we at? There we are. Yoko, don't you dare.
Excuse me.
Hey, right. Come over here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, so there we go. Now let's go and use this key. Oh. George probably needs to heal soon. Pipe. Okay, I thought she got rid of her shotgun. Sometimes the AI does some pretty crazy shit. Up we go. East Concourse. There's no safe haven now. Were we in this place already? Yep. Always get turned around here. Hope we can escape unscathed. I don't know. George already took some hits. I haven't taken any hits, but I have used items. I've already passed the no damage modifier, so that's a thing. Or the no weapon damage. Taking damage, however, I haven't gotten hit yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Ooh, I was like, yeah, like right now.
Thank you very much.
And there goes the damage. Fuck up. Okay, so when you don't have any more ammo, Kevin will not do that double aim thing, and you can see on the pistol that it's all expended. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Alright. Go. Is this a folding knife? Nobody give two shits about a folding knife. George, give me that.
Excuse me. Hi.
This way. Hi.
Thank you.
Okay. What do I have here? Burst handgun. I don't think you can double aim with this. So, let's check in here. Men's restroom west. For the virus gauge of Carl and Dustin, I think the difference between them compared to Kevin would be Kevin is probably at a 1.95 on the virus gauge percentage. Carl here, I think he's at 1.85, and I think Dustin is at 1.81. You're probably thinking those numbers aren't really a whole lot, to be honest, but I think in one of my Let's Plays I've mentioned that equates to certain characters lasting for approximately an hour to 2 hours of gameplay should you not take any damage. If you take damage, it sort of increases that amount. Got a first aid spray there. You flush the toilet. I think that's supposed to be a thing you need to do. What is this, a folding knife? Nobody cares about a folding knife. We still have healing items all over the place, but that's, I think, a good thing because of what's going to happen later on. I don't know if I'm going to try and do the different or special ending for this. You get more points, I think, for trying, for going through it, because it's not like a quick ending to all this, but... find SP items. And it really is pixel hunting. You'd have to go online and type it up and find all the locations and stuff. So at some point I'm gonna have to do that. I'm just good because I have paper around that I can do this. Just do that and write it down. I don't really want to go print the stuff out. So there, Pike, entry, South Raccoon Street, West Ticket Gate. My phone went off, but that's like an email, I think. Show is. Was there an SP item around here? Ooh, there's a handgun. Handgun. You know what? We could probably pick that handgun up. I think here's an SP item. No, it's alcohol. But I think if you pick up the alcohol, you can get the SP item. Yeah, because it might be in the way. I think there's an SP item there. I'm not sure. There's a red herb. Let's see. Let's go up here and you might find some ammo. Also have to remember that we have an automatic 45, which we can also find ammunition for. Sometimes a level will have it, sometimes a level won't. And it's all dependent on the difficulty. So, for example, maybe like on easy or normal difficulty, there's no 45 ACT rounds, but then maybe on very hard, they'll happen to be it, and it's like, oh wow, it's actually pretty nice or decent of it. But by that point, you might have already used your 45, maybe not. I don't know. Looking around for these SP items, I just don't remember. What about the tunnel? Take it nice and easy. This is cheerful. I don't know. Like the ad lib for the NPC character costumes, they don't really work so well when communicating with other characters. It's very generic. It's very generic and bland. It's not like actual talking through things. Like, I think in even one instance, one of the levels, two characters, you can actually have a very long and lengthy conversation, which is kind of cool. I think it was George and Cindy at Desperate Times at the Raccoon City Police Department area. They'll just, like, back and forth talk to each other. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't notice this. It's pretty cool. Do we still have the key? Yeah, we still have the key for some reason. And we'll probably get rid of it once there's an opportunity to. Careful there. How much ammo? 7. Yeah, go ahead. I usually don't reload like that. What I end up doing is I'll wait till it gets to 0, then I reload, because I don't like looking at stuff like this. It says 52. That, to me, I like having actual even numbers, you know, numbers that'll go into multiples of 5, you know. Let me see. Where do we want to go? Actually, let's go all the way down and see if we have to use the key for that door. Old pamphlet, Kites Bros Railroads, KBS, Guide Pamphlet, 1989. That was the year my sister was born. 20 years have passed since this line opened here in Raccoon City in 1969, and that it is enjoyed, patronage, and support of all Raccoon citizens. And when the Kite Brothers first started, this mile 3 stops. This is elimination by the Umbrella Corporation. Ooh, the Umbrella Corporation's been around since '69, has it? It has 8 stations and stretches 8.5 miles. Purpose of we strive to provide excellent service to our passengers. S. Gordon. So let's see. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, so we have unlocked that. We're good. We can get rid of these keys. Oh, these vents right here, you can go through them, but it'll take you to a random place within the location. But if you pick Jim, he can go to a specific location. It's like a special safe room that has special items. And I think that special location happens to be, it has to be downstairs, down further in the subway channel. And it takes you to a location that's kind of reminiscent to a safe room in the, what was it? The University of the first Resident Evil Outbreak File 1. Go here. The cheap-ass chairs in the break room suck. Just put in a nice sofa in there or something. Okay. Break room sofa. Ooh, portable ashtray. I think this portable ashtray is a specific SP item for our character. It goes for Kevin's alternate STARS costume because he happens to have he has to be I think like a type of smoker or something. He has to look cool with something like that. I don't know. It's one of the special items to him. So we already picked up 2 special items. We're going to get pretty good points for that. We just have to live and survive throughout the whole level. Alright, let's go in here. There could be a woman screaming of bloody murder in here. Maybe if we've come in here just in time. Nope, she already died. What did I... First aid spray, okay. George, where did you get that?
Excuse me.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really don't like the voice that our character has. I don't know why they couldn't give him a more manlier voice, or even the exact same voice that Kevin has. Employee passage. Oh, shit. If another zombie happens to be nearby when you do that attack, it'll injure both.
Go.
Okay. Yoko, use that, and I'll request
Excuse me.
that.
Hey, right.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Hey, right.
I'll take that key back because the AI will not know to get rid of the key on their own. They're going to assume it's a special item that you told them to get, and they'll hold on to it for a very long time. I'm going to take it because I know I need to get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. At least I don't think we don't need it anymore, but I'm pretty sure we don't need it anymore. This, you can hide in here. Probably not the best of ideas. Is it this one? Yes. Enter combination. Wait. What room is this? Is it sofa? Let's see. Neat. What we got here? BF2. Alright, we'll take that. Is there a special SP item around here? Might be for a certain character. I think it might have been Jim. Ooh, subway cap. Oh, I'll take that. Newspaper, you make a Molotov cocktail if you had a bottle, and Battery? Nope. Shotgun rounds. Well, well, well.
Hey!
Nope, not you.
Hello?
Yoko, take this. Now.
Gotcha.
Didn't even say thank you. How dare you? What the hell? You did, didn't you? Gonna have to take those magazine rounds from you at some point. Let me see. Hold up, I just saw something over here. What is this? Company memo. Recently, the storage room has been the stage for a rash of missing and presumed stolen items. As a result, an electronic lock system has been installed to guard against further theft. For the time being, the lock can only be controlled from a special room. In the unlikely event of a power failure, the lock will engage automatically, but resetting power in the breaker room unlocks it. It is regrettable that such precaution had to be taken. I expect everyone to thoroughly and sincerely consider their actions from now on. You know, I'm wondering with that, is that the special room that Jim crawls to? Because there's a lot of nice items in there. There's a lot of nice items in there. Is that the special room? I wonder if that's the case. Because then it would suggest that maybe Jim's the one who's been stealing or moving these items, or it's a room that Jim knows of. Because maybe somebody else puts it there. I wonder. We have alcohol bottles here. The cause of last month's onboard fire has been determined when the train made an emergency stop to avoid hitting debris on the track. Short circuit occurred when the brake system in the brake system's power supply. To prevent further accidents in the future, a policy has been developed to cut all power to the tracks in the event of an emergency stop. Only after the situation is under control will the power be restored. To activate emergency electrical supply, power must be rerouted via the breaker room. Each section is requested to run routine maintenance and checks to ensure preparedness. Station master. Alright, so a lot of things are pointing us towards the, what do you call it? Towards the breaker room. Over here. Now, the thing with that power rerouting, there's electrical surge, so you can be electrocuted. Not in the breaker room, but in this room. Oh, I'm gonna have to hurry. Okay. This is the breaker room, I believe. Nope, control room. Hemostat to hint that later on you will be bleeding at some point. Connector manual. Manually disengaging the connector. Usually the connector is disengaged via the controls at the driver's seat, but manual disengagement is possible in emergency situations. By removing the cover on both sides of the connector, the connection is disengaged. To do so, insert the two emblems that operate as a key to the mechanism. Match them up to the joints in the back and insert. This operation should only be attempted in emergencies, removing the emblems from storage and transport them without causing... Shit.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Yes. Okay, I'm low on health. It's a map we memorized. Yippee. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Yes.
Was it 9439? Yay. Recovery medicine. Oh my. That's all it was. That's all it was. What is this? Recovery medicine base. You get this item is specifically based for George. You give it to George, he'll turn it into a recovery pill. I think even the AI might do that. I think. I'm not sure on that. Let's get out of here. There's not much to do in here. I thought in there's where you turn the power on, but it's not the case. Let's go this way. Son of a bitch. Now this, I don't think we can open because it requires power. Pesticide spray, that's going to be another hint for something else. This is what I think could be open. Yep. Did the key disappear? It sure did. Now, George, go ahead and give me that, since it's holding about 15 rounds of ammunition.
Hi.
Thank you.
Okay.
Stairwell. What do we have here? A lighter. Now, there's nothing going on in this stairwell. You might think it's safe. It's not. It'll be dangerous later on. It'll be very dangerous later on. Okay, yeah, down here is where you restore the power. But first, we have to... Yeah, we have to get through here. Alright, so this zombie here is going to get up once we go past him. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to take about 4 or 5 of those shots, otherwise it would take him like... I don't know, 7, 8 normal shots to kill a zombie, maybe even 10 or something. I don't know. Oh shit! No, no. Oh god! No! Don't ever go in that room. It is too dark to see anything. I'm probably poisoned too. Am I poisoned? No, I'm actually fine. Okay, good. One of those fleas can actually, both the fleas in there can cause you to bleed, but one of them can definitely poison you. That's what's coming up later on. It's fleas. You get those small ones that are jumping around, and then you get the larger ones. They all can make you bleed, and it's the blue ones, I believe, that can make you poison you. And there's not enough blue herbs around to heal you. Ooh, dude, check it out. Magnum. We are going to have a hell of a time with that. Damn, I better take it before one of them take it. So, this is what we're going to do. You are going to give me that. And I'm going to get that before you guys try to pick it up and do something terrible. Okay, so there's that. We don't want to turn the power on just yet. What we're going to do is come over here, take this, replace it with... take this, replace it with that. Ooh, we're at 40%. That's not good. Okay, so it's locked. This right here is the other location to end the game, the secondary way, the alternate way to end this game. We're not going to turn this power on because we need to get rid of the water over there. And there's, by the way, there's water over there. And we have to go over there to release the water so we can pick up an emblem, which we need. Then you turn this on to go upstairs and retrieve the other emblem. If you were doing this online, you can like multi-purpose the whole thing with your partners. Should you build a good like relationship or friendship with people to trust them to do certain things. You got to be careful in this water. There's gonna be zombies that'll pop up. Here, we need to pick up duct tape. We need the water too, because that water is going to help with a fire that's going to pop up later on. As you can see, there's a ruptured hole there, and that's what's causing this place to flood. We need to plug that up. Here, we'll do this. Okay, so the water's gone, but we can't just turn it back on. So we need to go and find an item to plug that up. In order to do that, we got to backtrack to turn the power on, to go upstairs and pick up a duct tape, to come back downstairs to put the duct tape in, to turn the water back on. That way we can go back upstairs to retrieve the other emblem. Down here, there should be, I think there's an emblem around here somewhere. I think, I'm not sure. Let's see. Request valve, pipe and pumping. Various pipe repairs throughout. Problems overflowing toilets. Water supply shortage. Sprinkles fail function. Assault rifle rounds. Dodge like a boss. We took the assault rounds because George has the M16. We'll just give that item to George, and then we'll pick up another item. So we'll just go over here. George is right there. George, why don't you
Excuse me.
give me that?
Hi.
Okay.
Thanks,
You.
dude.
Put that there and take it out. It's got more ammunition. Ooh, George scared me for a second. I thought that was a zombie. Come over here, turn the power on to go upstairs and check the rooms that needed power and fix things that need to be fixed, because we have to go to the breaker room and redirect power the way it needs to be redirected. Go here, turn power on, get away from there because it's going to spark you if you stay around that area. The AI is not smart too. They'll get near it and they'll get shocked. What did my phone just show me? Ooh, Vine Sauce, Joel, Varg Skeleton. Video, that's what's up. It's okay. That was probably I think George that said that. No, they are not. As a matter of fact, in the first game, you'll see a lot of hospital individuals die. Oh yeah, that was another level. In the first game, there was a hospital. You go to the hospital. That level was oriented, I believe, to... Was it oriented to George as well? I know in each level, there's supposed to be a specific target for a character. Okay, so yeah, we need to go to the breaking room and wreck.
Excuse me.
Breaker room. Yeah, we need to redirect power now. Alright, let's see. Yes, switch it. The power, the way it's outputted, you have to put it in, yeah, so it's just reaching points are set to 10. But we release something by doing that, so let's put you over there, keep you there, put you over there, and then switch you over to there. So now... Beat you out of my way. It's one of the wonderful things about doors. But since you didn't get rid of the zombie will follow you on the way out. There we go. Now we can go in here. The storage room. It's a first aid spray. Duct tape. Let me see. Yoko, I need you to give me that.
Excuse me.
Right.
You take that. I take this. Put that right there. That way we kill 2 birds with 1 stone. What did you just pick up? I know you picked something up. What'd you pick up? Probably more shotgun rounds. Ooh, what's that? No!
Excuse me.
Right.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, this box right here, you can move it with a partner, or if you had Mark, he can move it by himself. There's an item over there you can pick up. I believe it's another assault rifle. More guns, the better, yo. Is there an SP item over here? I could have sworn that there's an SP item around here somewhere. Sometimes SP items can only be had or picked up because they're hiding underneath another item. So, yeah, that kind of gets annoying. Let me see. Yoko, give me that.
Excuse me.
actually.
Hey, you. Right.
Do that. That way I can already put this item up. In order to do that maneuver right there, you have to have the R button held and then push the O button. And it does it every time. I think it's a waste of a round though because it's not a very powerful move. And I healed myself and ended up losing it out. I don't have the health round. Let's go this way. Go this way and put up the one of the emblems on the train. Or the sub, or whatever. I've never understood why they called it the subway, and then there's a food chain called a Subway. You know? It's like, what? Cool. What? There are a lot of green herbs in the area, so if you have a George character, or if you yourself are playing George, you have an abundant supply of antidotes in this particular level, which is a good thing. If those zombies there, they'll be replaced by, yep, they'll be replaced by these things. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I have to try and get by without getting hit. It's gonna suck. They're gonna make you bleed. There we go. Now we have space.
Excuse me.
Hey, right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, what am I doing? We could just go this way. The little fleas, they can mutate to the larger ones if they jump on you and just suck up a little bit of blood from you. And that kind of sucks. Now that the fleas are out, pretty much the fleas are going to replace all the zombies in the level, so we're kind of screwed. This blue one right here is one of the ones that can poison you. You kind of want to kill the... Oh yeah, that's a thing that happens. The other train is inbound as soon as you spend enough time in the level. At least it didn't grab onto me. Oh, there are blood packs here. In the first game, blood packs sort of... it sort of enticed the leeches from the first game to go to it, and the boss of the first game of that hospital level. The leeches were in the hospital level, and they and they love blood. So if you drop blood packs on the floor, they'll go after it. Here comes the train, speeding in because nobody's controlling it, or the people inside are turning into zombies, so they can't really do anything. And it goes in and crashes and causes a fire. So downstairs, there's going to be a fire. You don't want to be down there. I think I was down there one time, and I think the smoke kind of kills you. Fire kind of hurts. Fire obviously hurts you, but you don't want to be down there, basically. So you have to go and do this. God dang it, get off of me. Now he mutates into this big thing, and he's going to take more rounds to kill. It sucks fighting those things on the stairs because they're just going to jump onto you. There's really no getting away from it. I thought down here the fleas would be here as well, but I guess these guys are still here. Okay. Here. Shit. This handgun. Yes, I'm gonna pick that back up. Ooh. Got to the door on time. Okay, let's go over here and patch this up with some repair tape. This up. Water on, so it'll force the sprinkler system to work now. There we go. But now that there's water everywhere, that next to the train was that electrical cable, there's going to be a puddle there, and you could potentially get shocked if you get real close to it. think. What was next? We need the other one. So where's the other one at? I think we have to go back to the lower train area. I think. Doctor's supposed to help people. Yeah, you do help people. I mean, I do a better job because I'm not AI like you, but... And I don't think we need to go in here for anything. Also, if you get up to the door, you can do this and hold it in. But if there's too many zombies on the other side that are trying to break through, or if it's a boss, that's pretty much it for you. If you have a character like Mark, he can hold the door in for a very long time, and then you can also buddy up on holding the door in, and it's pretty cool. We did it online one time. It was me and one other person. We held the door in, and the zombies just couldn't get in. It was awesome. While one person... Fuck you, dude. I hate that. They are quick to attack. They are just super quick to attack, and as you can see, my character's bleeding. My character boasts a pretty decent bit of health, but bullshit happens.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
Yes.
Right there is good enough for me, please. Shit. Go. Go. Time for round 2, bitch. Stairwell battle. Get ready. Fight. Oh shit. No. And that was a miss. Somebody please kill him. All he's doing is pissing me off. Probably could use that gas canister back there, but that was too much of a hassle to try and get there. We need to just get rid of him. I don't know if he spawns back again, though. If you kill him once in that area. We got 9 minutes. Woo!
Hey.
Somehow, he injured her, but landed on me. I don't know. That was kind of weird, but I had to...
Wait, yes. Come on.
There was a way to, like, back up. I'm trying to remember it. I can't remember what the button combination was. You could do, like a good, Oh, that's how you do it. You just hold back, so you like walk backwards and you like press O. Just press O and then like double back or anything. Let me see. go.
Hello? Hello? Come on!
Where's... What is George up to?
Gotcha. Come on!
Okay.
Go! Come on!
There he is. I was like, what the hell happened? Sometimes in certain events, if one of your characters, partner members or whatever, party members, we should say, can't get to you because they've been like down or something, like they're on the ground crawling, they'll call out to you. They'll get your attention. Even the AI will. And you'll be like, why are they talking so much? Why are they saying help, or this can't be the end or something like that? It's most likely they're down and they need help. There's been times that's happened. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I go and check and I'm like, oh shit, and I pick them up and they're like 5% away from turning into a zombie because they've been on the ground for too long. And it's just a mess. Oh, I think it's over there. Bullshit! Okay. Okay, now get out of here. But somebody's gonna get grabbed. So let's see. I think we have everything. Yep, here we go. Who's it gonna be? Oh man, it's Yoko. Kill that giant flea. Just pulls the individual away and carries them off to the lair. Get this 44 Magnum. Let's do this. Let's go rescue Yoko. Take that. George has got a healing item. Let me see. You got 30 rounds there and 22. Yeah, you got it. You got ammo for days, bro. Now the issue with this boss is he calls for a swarm of fleas to roll in on you, and then some of them there'll be like 2 fleas in the area that just happen to be walking in trying to, like stalk you down and all that. So you got a lot of stuff going on. We are going to try and focus our attention on the big guy himself, because he has attacks that'll screw us over, because we cannot dodge. There's Yoko. Yeah, here, I'll take those. Those are the fleas!
Please go.
You missed that.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, so when you see that flea jumping, moving up like that, he's calling for other fleas to do their roly-poly shit. If you get too close to the big guy, He'll do this weird attack. That's one. That's two. Dodge these guys. No! Oh god, that was close. Okay, we have no more ammunition. Let's go to our trusty 45.
Go.
There we go. No more fleas are coming. That's it, but there's still fleas in the area. Shotgun rounds. Yoko, did you pick up the shotgun rounds?
Excuse me. Hi. Thank you.
All right, we have a bit of time to get to the sub, the train. Oh shit. I hope it didn't run me over too. So, it left us. I was thinking about doing the alternate ending. I guess we're going to be doing the alternate ending. So, yeah. We took too long in the boss's area. Online, when you play this game, this level online, you get more time than what it just gave us. So it left us, and good thing I didn't get run over. Wait, I beg of you. Yeah, you don't want to be on that train. Nothing really ends off pretty good. Oh wait, there's an item over here. What is this? I want to know what this item is, but I got this fucking flea. Please. Kill it, please. Gonna rock this candle, kill it, tonight. Oh, let's see, what is this item? What is this item? What are you? Ventilation tower key. You don't say. Do that, even though I'm probably dumb, but... Alright, people, it's time to skedaddle. West Concourse. We only have one alternative, is to go down. Ooh, that's close. You would only find out about this area, this location, by recalling if when you went down to pick up the what do you call them? The valve handles. That there was a door that says, "Oh, you have no ventilation passage key" or something like that. I don't know. It says something. And then you're like, oh, wait, there's a door that I remember I couldn't get through, and I totally forgot about it because I was more focused on killing this giant flea. So you come down here gonna check this location. Go to the emergency power room. Go to the door. Use the key. Oh God! I didn't think this area would have people in it. Jesus. There, how's our health? I'm at 70%. George is about 70% as well. Yoko's the one who's doing pretty good. Whew. Alright, let's see. What does it say? Ventilation tower passage. It's locked. Yeah, ventilation tower passage. If you recall, there's ventilation tower key. I'm keeping the Magnum because I don't know if later on we run into Magnum rounds. It would be nice to have those. Because it would be like a quick way to get rid of these things. I still have 5 rounds of the 45.
Someone help me!
I'll help you by leaving the area because you're AI, so when I leave, you come with. That was the only reason why to come up here. Because the other location... Yeah, the other location doesn't... Down. But I think in here there's an infinite amount of fleas. They just show up at certain times.
Yes! Come on!
And they just keep on coming. What's special about over here again? Is there an SP item, or it's just a waste of time? There might have been an item here, maybe on different difficulties. Yeah, that's what I think. Or maybe a good area for everyone to, like, compose themselves. Did I hear somebody fall? Yeah, Yoko. Go down to pick up that item, whatever it was. Oops. I think not. Yeah, it's a cog wheel or something like that, and you need that to leave this area. Yeah. Model train wheel. It's crazy to think that in most of these Resident Evil games, these certain areas have like these crazy, outlandish, and elaborate hidden items. Like somebody's going around and hiding these specific items in areas. Like, why would there be a model train wheel there, of all places, you know? So we're supposed to go down here, or we're supposed to go back up? Yeah. Ah, damn it, we're supposed to go...
Come on. Excuse me. Come on.
Yes.
Excuse me. Come on.
She just died. No, she didn't die. I keep hearing things, and it sounds like somebody's falling. Bitches.
Come on.
Yes.
And we are out of there. Also, ending cutscenes with whatever character as an NPC character, as an NPC
again.
costume goes to
Getting a little sick of
reverts
this.
back to the original
Time
character.
for
So
complaints.
it was Carl,
Gotta push
but it shows Kevin.
Sean, and do what we need to do to get the hell out of here.
So that's an alternate ending. It's a lot nicer ending, I think, than what originally is supposed to happen. When you leave in the train, you actually get into a crash. But for this one, it shows that the character you pick as is like, oh, we just gotta push on, we just gotta keep going. And yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so let's see. We got character Carl, difficulty normal, completion ratio 66, playtime is rank E for 1 hour and 4 minutes 58 seconds. We got 3 survivors, 3 SP items, no damage clear, no weapon clear. Results 1980 points. That's not a lot. It's worse than last time. I wonder why. Why did that happen? What exactly? Is it because we picked Carl? I would have thought we got points for SP items. Or maybe it's because we chose that ending. Could be the time, too. Ticket book, portable ashtray, subway cap. New gallery item, movie, sound. Elimination 1 has been added as an extra. It's like a feature you can play where you eliminate as many characters or something like that, and you get points for it. So if you're trying to farm for points while and you use the points to buy stuff, sorry, I hang up and burped at the same time. So you would do that, you know. Finishing those will help out, I think. And that's it. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and save. Yes, please. Alright, we completed that. Let's go back this time and check the collection. So these costumes here, these are the ones that were, I believe, given and unlocked it for the first game. This is Kevin's cowboy costume, Mark's casual wear, Jim's basketball outfit. This is George's outdoors uniform or whatever. This is David's night out. This is Alyssa gets two of them. Alyssa gets the sportswear one. I believe that's what it is, and then she gets this this nice looking gown thing. It's kind of reminiscent of Alice's costume from Resident Evil movie. Yoko's casual wear, Yoko's sportswear, Cindy's night casual, Cindy's Playboy bunny outfit or whatever. I like this one better for Cindy. This one's worth a lot of points, clearly, as you can see. This is the NPC in Wild Things. We didn't get anyone else. There are more in Wild Things that you can unlock and do depending on how you answer and respond. This one is NPC in Resident Evil Outbreak, the original one. This is, what's his name? Mark's partner in the first game dies in the first level. This is his costume, and it works for Mark because both individuals were kind of, well, Mark's a big guy, and then Mark's partner was a big guy too. Let me see. This is a costume for a character from Jim's bar. It was the first bartender. It was the bartender that died. For Mark's partner, I don't know how or why he turned into a zombie. It never really said or explained too well. I never found out how. I don't know if he was originally bitten from a zombie while on duty, or if he somehow got sick or something. In the first game, it showed that there were rats all over the place, and maybe one of the rats got to him. I don't know. I know in the first level, though, at Jim's bar, there was a rat that scared Cindy, and Cindy dropped some like drinks or something. But yeah, Cindy worked at the bar too. She worked at the bar with this guy right here. These cop costumes, they were cops in the first Outbreak game. This is Yoko's undercover uniform. Yoko lives a double life. She works for Umbrella. She's a scientist. It doesn't say or show that. It shows her as being a student. But here, she's wearing it's a costume for her. It's an actual costume for her. It's Yoko in an Umbrella suit and a jacket over it. One of the levels, now that I remember, you're at an Umbrella research facility, and there's an individual there. I forgot her name. She doesn't like Yoko, and she finds Yoko out, and she tells her that. She's like, "Oh, I thought you could hide in your little costume, Yoko, and this and that." And Yoko tries to play dumb or something, or maybe Yoko has amnesia. I don't know, but she wants Yoko's ID card to move on with the level or something like that, to do something. This is that character. I forgot her name. Let me see. This is a character at the same Umbrella facility. It's a frozen Umbrella researcher or scientist. This is a doctor in one of the, I think it was the main doctor in the first Outbreak game. What's it? Well, I forgot his name, but I think it's a George character. He's like, I think he had like a bandage over his hand or something. I don't know. This one's another doctor one, but this I think this goes for Jim at the same hospital too. I don't remember this one. This is firefighter. There was an apartment that was on fire, and these are the firefighters there. This one, I don't remember about this one. This one's a pretty decent one. This is this character is a George character, and I think he was the scientist who works for Umbrella, but he doesn't really care or like Umbrella. He ends up dying by an Umbrella member. As a matter of fact, I think he dies from the character who was the antagonist mercenary in Resident Evil Nemesis. I mean, he looks just like him. He just sniped him with a sniper rifle or something like that, I think. But this character is unique because he has a lot of health. Like, he can get he can get bit and hit from a lot of zombies. It's not going to do a whole lot to him, to be honest. It's actually pretty good. This is a professor or a doctor that's a friend of George, and he dies. He has like as you can see, he has a blood wound there. I think he was shot in the stomach or something like that. Or he was like shot or stabbed in the back, but it bled through. Some of these characters, if they have wounds on them, they have that wound in game. So this character, he's frozen. In game, he's going to be a slow character because he's frozen. This character, he has blood there. He's going to be bleeding. So you'll start off bleeding, and it's kind of crazy like that. I actually like that little touch that they did. This is your UBCS guys. This is the USS guy. These are just random, generic Raccoon City citizens, but they're a set of them. And this one is stick figures. It's worth 10,000 because each stick figure has a unique property to them. Like Mr. Red has increased damage or something like that. I don't know. It's stupid. I really don't like it unless you're like trying to party with some friends and like, yo, let's do it. Why not? And then this one, I think you have to unlock. Yeah, this one you have to unlock. I don't know what would be there though. I don't recall. Movies, Webinar, sound, extras. There's this, but yeah. So, anyways, there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll continue again. Maybe here in a little bit, maybe some other time. I might do a different Let's Play, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm getting back into the groove of Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. It's pretty cool. I like this. What is really going to be interesting is to get to play this game on harder and more difficult difficulties, especially with like that nightmare mode or whatever it was called. There's a mode that you can purchase that makes it really, really, really tough in game. But I like to counteract that with infinite ammo. And then I'll just go around shooting as much and as often as I can. You don't really get a whole lot of points that way, but it's fine because once you get the infinite ammo, you can just replay the mission and play it again and play it again and play again. And usually no two campaigns that you play through will ever be the same. I mean, you might have infinite ammo, but the zombies and the monsters aren't all going to be doing the same damn thing. So that's just me. That's what I did. And I would try and purchase everything at that point. Once I had the infinite ammo, that was it. I could play on any difficulty. I could go and purchase everything because in due time I'll have the points. The infinite ammo does diminish the amount of points you can get. Like we've been getting about 1,000 to 2,000. If you let me see, we've been getting upper thousands, right? So about 1,500 plus, let's just say. If you do the infinite ammo, expect to see maybe 700 to 900 points, because that's what infinite ammo does. The game registers, oh, he has a handicap of some type. He has he has a code, he has something that's allowing him to do this. So there's that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll keep pouring out these videos. You guys are great. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.